Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is InsideAgameR. Welcome back to Syndicate Virtual Airlines. Welcome back to X-Plane 12. It's been a few weeks since we've been on X-Plane 12. We've been messing around with Microsoft Flight Simulator for a few weeks, having pretty bad luck with it, of course. Now, do you ever get a feeling when you're about to start a game that the sound was on and as soon as I go live, the sound is off, that you think that the game might be crashing itself? You know what these flight simulators are like, but hopefully if it's going to do it, it's going to do it now. We'll find out very soon. So anyways, welcome to today's flight. We're here in the Toliss A319, probably one of my favourite aircrafts ever. We are currently in Prague. We are LKPR, and we're heading to Split in Croatia, LDSP. That is the plan. Flight time should be about 1 hour 45 minutes. Not a long flight tonight. I've got to get myself into a new routine this week. I had my first day back of learning, and yeah, it's been a bit of a long, boring day, I'm not going to lie. But anyways, so look, here we go, here we are. Oh, there's sound. The sound has come back alive. Imagine that. But yeah, welcome everyone that's here this evening. Hopefully you're all doing well. Count Davies, good evening. FBR Gaming, hello. Angel, of course, hello. Just Chase, Jamesy, good evening. Mad Skills, Random User, good evening, good evening. Everyone's playing the card game. So who's flying tonight? I think it's just me, Jamesy, and yeah, Count. All three of us are flying. Two of us are in the A319. Count is sitting in the A320. Everybody's currently boarding. I don't understand. Will, why does your distance say 480 nautical miles where the rest of us says 402 nautical miles? LKPR, LDSP. Okay, bit odd. Not sure what's going on there. Georgina, good evening. Hello, hello. So yeah, so it's been a few weeks since we've actually had a solid flight. Last week we crash landed at the last second. Awesome. It's amazing that I fly planes in real life, isn't it? You'd think, how the fuck does this guy fly a plane? But anyways, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Okay, so yeah, we're here in the Toliss. We're on the VATSIM network, so we're on the live network. As you can see, there is currently it's not very busy at this airport today. We got OAL. Who are they? OAL. I can't even think off the top of my head now what airline that is. Anybody else kicking around? Anyone down by me? Oh yeah, look, there's someone here. There's another. Oh, is it a DAL? No, is it O or? No, OAL. Who's that? Jamesy, is that you next to me? I am currently in bay 24. I need to write that down because we need to tell the controller where we are, and we're in the A319. Jamesy, what did you do? Don't worry about what you did. Where are you on the old VATSIM network here? Okay, so look, let's go up above. Let's start getting this plane organized. So very simply, we're going to throw the batteries on. Power will come alive. We will throw on the externals. We're going to turn on our fuel pumps. Crew supply will go to the on position. We're going to arm the emergency lights. I am going to throw the beacon on while we're here at the moment. That should be all fine. Smoking to auto, seatbelts to the on as well. May as well. What else have we got that we can put on for the moment? We'll align the ideas. So 1, 2, and 3. All nicely. Everything is on at the moment. Everything is looking okay. We'll let everything just engage. We've got the jetway already up there as well, which is nice. Olympic Airlines. Who the hell are Olympic? Hey, just Jace. Good evening. I don't think I've ever heard of Olympic Airlines. I'll be honest with you, I haven't been to an airport in a while. Feels like forever. Okay, everything's come alive. My master switch here has come alive. So look, ooh, ATC has just gone offline. Imagine that. Okay, so we don't have anybody online now. Okay, well, that is what it is. If we got no ATC, we got no ATC. I don't need to worry. That's actually okay. Do I live in the what? The eye. Where's the eye? Okay, so anyways, here's the airport. And what we're going to do is go to our weight and balance here. I've already put the fuel on board. We're sitting at 61.67 kilos for the fuel. 106 passengers, forward cargo and rear cargo is already set. So I'm sitting at a zero fuel weight of 53.3, well under the max. As you can see here, we're well under the CNGs. So don't definitely have to do any worrying about that. So we are currently in Prague Airport, LKPR. We will go on to the Unicom in a minute. We will be taking off on runway 06 because the wind, as you can see, oh, I don't know, the wind has moved here. 12 is across. It's not massive. I mean, there's a cross tailwind. We're going to go from 6 because it's the closest runway to me. Okay, that's all fine. We're currently in wet. Anti-ice will be off. Tow is fine. That's all fine. We can compute all that. We've got loads of speed here for the VMAX. So we'll leave that as it is. Okay, all my dials seem to be coming alive, which is good. Do I live in the UK? No, I live in Ireland. But I am from London. Are we at the same airport? We are at the same airport. Right, let's see if we can see Jamesy. Got very quiet all of a sudden. No, there you go, Jamesy. Here you are. So Jamesy's just loaded in on top of another aircraft there. Nice. It's just a static one though, I wouldn't worry about it. The airport went from being busy half an hour ago, there was like 25 planes here, to literally nobody. Crazy. Absolute crazy. So yeah, we're going to go from runway 06, which is down here. So we've got a nice easy-ish taxi, I think. We'll work all that out in a second. 122.8. Just want to make sure we get onto that. Now I'm just changing my radio panel. And recently I just passed my radiography, whatever they call it, radio license. Just shows you don't actually have to be good at it to pass. Anyone can pass. Okay, come on. Why is this so slow? Okay, 122.8. 122.8, that's good. And also, I don't know why this is not going up. Surely this used to move, right? There you go. In a funny old spot. Get out of the way. Ah, you live in Hawaii. Nice. I'd love to go to Hawaii. Alrighty then, so what we're going to do then is we're going to throw on the APU. And we're going to click on start. And we should see the APU bleed go to open here now in a second. And if I click the button, seems really quiet in this plane. Now I have a feeling the last plane that we flew may have been a bit quiet. So maybe we turned it down a bit. This is the problem with all these different bloody planes. Okay, APU's kicking in. That's fine. Let's go down here then. Alright. We can go to the init page then. So we are currently at Prague. So we're in LKPR. Nemo Kilo Papa. There we go. Slash. And we're heading to Split in Croatia. I really want to go to Split. It's supposed to be beautiful. LDSP. When I buy my channel plane, we eventually will do it. We'll go around Europe maybe. Okay, flight number SIT44. What friggin' flight number am I? 7742? Okay, cost index day will be about 12, and we should be going up to a cruise altitude of 350. Let's align the IRS. We can put the request our wins. Wins are in. Perfect, perfect. We can go on to our next page then. Zero fuel weight. What did I say we were? Zero fuel weight. 53.3. Oh, hang on, it's the CNG one. Ugh, what's wrong with me? I don't know what I'm doing anymore. 53.3 / 28.5. Okay, block fuel. No, that doesn't even do that for me anymore. Where's my fuel on my screen? 6.2? Yeah, I think 6.2 would be fine on the fuel hit. We'll just round up a little bit. There you go. It's now kicking in. Hey, Addy, good evening, how are you? I'm afraid this is not the most exciting game for a lot of the people that watch me, but we do like our weekly flights. It helps keep me in a bit of check as well. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, so let's go into our flight plan. So from LKPR, we are departing runway 06. We are using the VOZ for Echo. Here it is. With no transition, we'll insert U. Okay, that seems good. And we're going to go into LSDB. I'm going to put it in now. Don't have to. We could have done it when we're up there, but we should be all good. We should be going into ILS. We always go into Z. So ILS 05Z is where we're going into. And we should be taking the Noop 5. No, is it? Oh, the NUPS. I don't know. We'll have to go down now because sometimes my 5s look like an S. No, here we go. It's an S. 1 Zulu. So my Z looks like a 2. My S looks like a 5. I don't know how I get anywhere in life. No vires again, so that's fine. We can set U. We'll just go make sure there's no discons quickly. No, everything looking pretty damn tasty. We click this onto plan mode. We can step down and have a little look. That looks good to me. Well, it looks like a bit of a mess down there, but it looks good. Oh, I bet it's on realistic aligning. Hang on, where's the quick align button? Forgotten where that is now. There we go. We'll just quick align because it could take forever. Could take forever. Okay, so let's go back down to here then. We're going to go to our performance page. We do actually have our performance figures done. So we are going to be flexing to 65, 129, 129, 131. Okay, so 129 is my V1. I'm rotating it also at 129, and what? Can't be out of range. And 131 is my V2. We are flaps 1 departure, and we are flexing. Was it 65? It said, wasn't it? Yeah, flex to 65 degrees. Okay, that is the bulk of that all done. Right, let's throw on the APU bleed then, so we can power up this aircraft, and that means we can come off the external powers. There we go. Very, very quiet in this cockpit. And it's going to go from really quiet now to like probably ridiculously loud. Watch. That's better. We're playing X-Plane 12 today. X-Plane 12. Alright, so we've got no ATC, so we might as well just go all the way up to 35,000 feet. I don't think any ATCs come on in the last few seconds. No, it doesn't look like it. So 35,000 feet, that's all set. That's all good. Don't need a checklist. We'll go back to Avitab. So we want to be facing to the kind of west there, don't we? Let's better push back. Look at me parked all next to the Ryanairs. Okay, now the other thing is Shift and G. Okay, so we're going to get that to detach now, and then we're also going to have to bring in the ISS screen, ground services. No, where are my freaking doors in this damn thing? Okay, don't need to do any of that. Ground services, external power can go off. Trucks can go off. Okay, let's close all my doors, please. Right. Oh god. My wing's a little bit in the way there, but we'll just pretend we can't see that. Right. Let's just make sure. 122.8. Prague traffic, Sydney 7742, pushback. Should be fine.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Well, I already pre-planned this.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
You've been practicing your landings since last week's flight? No, I haven't flown at all. So this is the problem, like, I'd love to have just been a kind of a full-time flight streamer because I love flying so much, but at the same time I'd just be bored out of my brains. I prefer flying the real thing, to be honest with you. Once you kind of fly real, this doesn't quite feel the same. Okay, so we're going to be taxiing via Foxtrot to holding point Foxtrot.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Alright, worry about that in a second. Let this guy connect up. Oh, you're just waiting for like, yeah, you're all playing Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yeah, I don't know why my Microsoft Flight Simulator just sometimes it runs really nicely and it makes me really want to play it, and then I get a bad couple of weeks and I just get fed up. Okay, so we're going to head down here. We're going to put this starter switch to ignition start.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
We will release our parking brake.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Okay, we'll let fire with engine number 2. Maybe once I have the new rig, there'll be next to no issues. I wouldn't say that because, you know, Microsoft Flight Sim is not just about the lag or any of those other things. Like all PCs, it just has coding issues. The big issue with Microsoft Flight Simulator is it's used all the code from Microsoft Flight Simulator X, which is 20 years old. And that's where most of the issues come from. That's why 2024, they're supposed to have their own new flight systems and stuff, but we'll see. That should be out, what, November, isn't it? Is that when that's coming out? Hey, Shanna, good evening. Good morning. Good evening, good morning, good evening. Okay, let's fire up engine 1.
Prague traffic, EZ15 pushing back from gate 15, Prague traffic.
You're going to pick up... Look, last time they gave it to me a few days early, so I'm hoping that maybe Microsoft might do the same again. But look, I will get it. But hopefully we'll get a couple of days early access to see. I can expect it's going to be full of bugs. Default planes are going to be a load of shit until people transfer them over.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
You know, it's going to have teething problems. We all know that. But as long as we can GA fly and stuff, I won't cry too much. Okay.
Disconnecting tow.
Flap
Stand
set to
by.
1. Okay, so flaps are set. We're just going to put you onto my flight plan. Thank you. Alright, engines have stabilized. We are going to turn the bleed off. Turn off the APU. Wing lights, navigation lights are going to go on. Taxi lights are on. Runway turning lights to the on position. We're also going to set max auto brakes for takeoff. And we're going to have a quick check of all the flight controls, make sure everything is moving.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Okay, good range of motions, so that's good. Alright, where's this fella heading off to? See, these are the kind of things Microsoft Flight Simulator is missing. Look at that. You get all the water coming off the ground. Where's he heading off to? Jamesy, what runway are you taking off from? This guy's not talking, so I don't know where he's going from. I probably should have taken a different approach because the wind has changed. I mean, he's taxiing all over the place. Zero 06 as well, okay. Praha traffic 77742, taxi into runway 06 via Foxtrot to Holden Point, Foxtrot. Okay. Now, first test, what button is my brakes? Oh, okay, that slams on the damn brakes. Alright, so we got some brakes, that's good. Whatever button I pressed turned on the handbrake. Okay, that's good. Yeah, the guy's gone rogue. It's alright, as long as it's hidden, it's gone rogue. No, I am playing X-Plane 12 this evening. Alright, we're looking for Foxtrot. Right. I've already got myself confused, not looking at the map. Okay, so we're further on.
Prague traffic, easy runway, easy 15, taxiing runway 06 via Juliet Hotel, Foxtrot to holding point Foxtrot, Prague traffic.
I prefer X-Plane 12. I've always been a bit more of a, you know, a bit more of an X-Plane fanboy. I do like Microsoft Flight Simulator, it does have some good things, but for some reason I just get more issues with the game than I fly. So I just get pissed off with it. I'd rather a game, you know, this has no add-ons anymore compared to the old like X-Plane 11, and it just runs so nicely. I mean, I'm getting like 60 FPS in the Toliss now and stuff. It's great. You can't go wrong with it, to be honest with you, anymore. Oh, what have I done here? Okay, there's no one coming into land that I can see. They shouldn't be using that runway anyways. Simply 7742 crossing runway 30. I think X-Plane looks so good now, and the recent updates, they've done a lot of work on it. I think it's going really well. And when we fly, I tend to generally actually land the planes. Now the only thing is I don't like GA flying in X-Plane. It is a bit naff, to be honest. Like if I'm gonna fly any kind of GA stuff, then yeah, you have to play Microsoft Flight Sim.
Prague traffic, easy 15 crossing runway 30, Prague traffic.
We're on a live network, so that's a real person. It's actually Jamesy who you can hear, who's there in the chat. We are running on a live network. Unfortunately, there's no ATC controllers at this airport. There was before the stream started, but it literally just came off. Otherwise, you'd hear us all talking properly like you would in real life. Yeah, the wind's in the wrong direction here. Since I did sim brief, it's obviously the wind's changed directions, but no big deal. Okay, so I don't see anybody coming in. There's been we haven't heard anybody, so nobody's announced their positions that they're coming in to land. The last person was at 1932 Zulu, so that was 20 minutes ago. So we should be able to just roll and go here. You want me to hold? Okay, I'll hold F for you. Because he's got that southern British accent. Well, X-Plane do have a mobile version. I think it's called Infinity Flight or something, isn't it? So they do have a mobile game as well, which is supposed to be one of the best flight sims for mobile. Okay, so this is the holding point. Okay, park and brake on. We're waiting for Jamesy then. So we're going to arm the speed brake. Flaps 1 is set. Max auto brake's already set. We're going to come up here now. We're going to throw on our landing lights. Turning light off. Strobe now on to automatic. And then we're going to go outside because Jamesy wants to get a picture together. There he is. Forgot how to move the camera. I don't know, does the screenshot get rid of the EasyJet thing? There you go, we've got a couple of screenshots together. Alright, I don't see anyone on final. We haven't heard anybody on final, so we should be good to go. Praha traffic, Simi 7742, taking off runway 06. Yeah, I say that, but that button I press seems to toggle my brakes at the same time. Here we go.
Prague traffic, EG 15 lining up runway 06. Prague traffic.
Okay, we're V1. And rotate. Gear up.
Prague traffic, EG 15 departing runway 06 via the VOS 4 Echo departure. Prague traffic.
Okay, so flaps up. I forgot to put myself into mode Charlie. Whoops. Okay, so we're above 5,000 feet. We're going to go to standard pressures. Going to throw this out a little bit more. Trust me, once you do it once, it's okay. To be honest with you, when it comes to flying, I like the takeoff and I love the landing, that feeling, you know, when, especially with the ones that like hold on the brakes until they get to like 40% engine power and then they just go for it and you know, you get that feeling. Even when you fly small planes, you'd be surprised, you do get that throwback feeling quite a bit as well. Okay, we are going through some cloud here, so just to make sure, I am going to throw on some anti-ice because I've done it before and I've crashed out on X-Plane for not having icing. Yeah, TARA, yeah, just set it to TRA, just leave the squawk, whatever's in your plane. Well, squawk 7,000 is what you should squawk. Do you know your squawks, Jamesy? Do you know what they all mean? Which one you need for when you're being hijacked, which one when you're going down. No radio. You gotta learn all of them. Okay, so just crossed 10,000 feet. Landing lights can go to the off position. Everything else is all good. We're actually out above the clouds sooner than I thought we would be. We'll leave them on for a few minutes. $7,000 is just a normal score in real life. Now I don't know if VATSIM probably don't run off the real what you're supposed to. No, but so say if you're in a plane in real life, this is what they use to transpond messages. This is how ATC know where you are and where you're flying. So they'll always give you a squawk code. Now say if you're just doing general aviation and doing VFR flying, you'd generally just be at squawk 7,000. Now in different areas of ATC, you can go into coverage where you could be a listening squawk. So you can go onto their code and they would know that you're listening, but you're not communicating. You don't have to communicate all the time with ATC to some extent. But if they wanted to get in touch with you, they would know how to, because they know you're squawking, and it's very easy for them. And this is how they differentiate the planes is done by this. What the frick was that? Alright, we'll turn off the anti-ice anyways. We'll leave the probe heat on. So yeah, so basically the squawking... Oh, my light's just gone out. Maybe I'm getting hijacked in the house. So 7,000 is generally what you'd squawk, unless ATC give you a squawk. Now they sometimes will, sometimes they'll just say stay on 7,000. Depending if you're in a busy area of traffic. To be honest with you, I got mine on TA only there. So yeah, there are things called like listening squawks. There's loads of different things. Now if you're a big jet, you're going to be squawking if you like it or not, because you're always in contact with ATC. So these rules only really apply for when you start flying smaller aircraft. Now if a plane's being hijacked, or say if your radio's not working, they can't hear you, you would squawk here. So say if the radio in the plane stopped working and you're like, oh hang on, I can't communicate. So what would happen is that you would squawk a number in here and you'd press ident, and then they would know, they will see you flashing on their screen, and they know that they gave you a squawk, so they know what your plane was, but now you're squawking something different. And if you're squawking, I can't even remember off the top of my head, is it 75 you're dead, 76 something. There is a little rule to it, I can't remember them all now off the top of my head. It's just... $77 is the emergency, so 77 is the emergency, 75 is you're dead. That's like proper Mayday kind of thing. So 75 would be hijacking, 76 is radio failure, that's the one I was after, 77 is the emergency. So radio failure, if you squawk 76, they know that you can hear them possibly, but you can't talk to them. So basically, they would kind of clear traffic out of your way for you, and they'll look after you, that kind of thing. A very important little tool. You can leave it at anything when you're not really flying. You can squawk whatever you want, really. The VATSIM is not a strict network and that such, but it's up to you. But yeah, if you leave it at 7,000 before being assigned a squawk, if they need you, they'll contact you. They'll know, and they'll tell you when you need to be on squawk or whatever. And that's just basically so the radars can pick you up. That's all it is. Let's see how everyone's doing with their flights. Count Davies is already halfway. He left ages ago. So we're going to come out of here. We're going to go over Austria, Vienna, then go through Slovenia, and then into Croatia, and then we're going down to the coast of Croatia today into Split. There are tutorials in the game. They're generally for the smaller aircraft because that's how most people would start to learn their flying. But these big jets, they fly themselves. You know, it's just repetition. You can easily just look at tutorials and follow them. Excuse me. And you get what you're after. You learn them. You pick it up pretty quickly. Oh, we're going through a bit of a rain little cloud here. What's going on? Wow, we're right in the thick of it. Right, let's throw the icing back on again. We're at 25,000 feet, so we're still climbing. I've never been in a glider, so I wouldn't know. I prefer things with an engine, personally. Nah, to be honest with you, I don't think there's many gliding clubs around here in Ireland. I think there's one or two maybe in Dublin, but I've not seen any. So, what do we want to talk about this week? What's the fancy? What do we all want to chat about? It's the best thing about flight streams, you know. You got a good hour here now just to talk crap. What do we want to talk about? What's new in the world? Anyone got any news? The card shop sim is okay. It's. Why are we flying sideways? No, not are we? See, this is called IMC, and this is where pilots get disorientated. So many crashes have happened because they don't know if they're going up, down, left or right. The weather is pretty rough. Look, TCG card shop sim, it's okay. I think it's lacking card kind of packs, a few other little bits. But look, for the price of the game, it's a cool little game. I'll play it a little bit. Like I said, it's already been saturated in the market of YouTube, to be honest with you. Because one, it's out for you guys to play. And two, the prologue, people played it to death. And I took that gamble of not playing the prologue. And it probably cost me, to be honest with you, as in terms of views or getting new people to the channel. Because the video hasn't performed particularly well today. Actually, the Recycling Center series is actually stronger. It's weird. YouTube's a funny thing. And as we talk about my Recycling Center, Paul Hillman, hello. Yes, don't worry, there are videos coming this week. I've gone down to one video a week this week because I've started some new things, the new projects, and I'm a bit busy. So videos this week is going to be a bit iffy. Addy's playing it now. I'll be doing my first real flight next month for 1 hour at Shoreham Airport, and it says the 152. Have the GoPro recording too. Really looking forward to it. Ah, nice. Count, you'll love that. And I'll prepare you for what it's like when you come flying with me. But yeah, so look, the TCG card shop, I like it. I'll play it for a little bit. We'll see how it goes. If it keeps beating the amount of views it needs to beat, I'll keep going with it for a little while. But like I said, unfortunately, I think when the prologue came out, it did get played to death. And yeah, I think I missed out. I ummed and ahed and I said, you know what, no, I really want to wait for it to come out. And I think I messed up. Okay, so we're now just getting above the clouds. Very nice. We can turn off the anti-icing stuff here. We won't be in icing conditions up here. Everything else would be good. Feels good. Everything else is good. T's and P's are good. Everything's good. Actually, there is one thing I want to do before I get too comfortable, because otherwise I'll forget to do it. And that is to put in our stuff here. Oh, break. Hang on. I have to get Discord on my phone up. What did we think of that game yesterday? Do we want to find out the end of the story? Do we want to find out what's going on? What is it? Slash. Where are we flying into, guys? LDSP. Okay, so weather in what you call it? Winds are variable, very low. Visibility is good. No clouds. Hey, it's not too bad there. Okay, QNH will be 1011. Temperature on the ground currently is 17 degrees. Wind 0 to 10 at less than 2 knots. That's good. MDA 55. Yeah, just so I don't forget. Okay, well, we've got a choice tomorrow. Do you want me to do that game tomorrow and see if we can finish it? The developer said that the story should be about 5 hours. So, I think we were about halfway in. I wonder, could we finish it in one more stream? Because there's either that or... Yeah, it's probably going to be that, or I was going to do Auto Sail Life as a stream. I also have the new GT Manager, but I don't think that's going to entertain many of you people. I'll probably just do a video because I think the views will be bad. I've got this new game called Allbound as well that I wanted to stream. I still haven't done the update for Forever Skies Survival. I wanted to do an update video on that. Someone told me to download an older game. It's called Backwoods Town. I downloaded it. I bought it the other day. It looks quite good. Came out in November last year, but apparently it's had a big update and people are getting into it apparently. Need to do something with that. Shoreham is a nice airport because it's right to the sea, and well, the only problem being right by the sea though is the sea breeze. Makes landing sometimes a little bit trickier because you can get a lot of variable wind. But yeah, I hope to be flying next month as well. I've got time booked in October to do some flying, but you know, October here, you never know what the weather's going to be like, so we'll see how we go. Mad Skills, yeah, that's the Auto Sail Life that I was just talking about. Yeah, I've had the key for about a month, but the game was trash, but apparently it's got a bit better. Apparently they've done some updates and they fixed a lot of the issues. But yeah, there's another... See, the thing is, like, I'm so busy this week to even keep up with games and series is going to be so hard. I'll try my best. Got the new DLC for American Truck Simulator as well. Is it this week or next week? I don't remember now. I need to have a look at the key sites here. Hang on. Oh, no, that was the other game. Tomorrow I can actually showcase you guys Frostpunk 2 if you wanted to see that. I've got early access to that game. It comes out on the 19th, but I can showcase it from the 17th. So tomorrow you got Frostpunk 2, or you've got the Tales. Oh no, Arkansas got released today for American Truck Simulator. Bloody hell, I'm so far behind. What the hell's going on in the world? Bam, 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 bam. So yeah, we could do Frostpunk 2. Or I'll try and make a video on it tomorrow, maybe. Trace World 5, won't waste my time with it. I'll take the free update next week when they release it. The English route, it's alright. It's not long enough for the 390. I'm not paying 79 euros for it. I always wait for them to come out on Humble Bundle or a sale. Dovetail are just a disaster of a developer, and I hate giving them a penny. So only when things drop on a really good sale, I pick them up. There now, I've got Gas Station Simulator, new DLC that comes out on the 19th. I should really do another stream on that. No, just sign up to Humble Bundle and they just send you the deals every month. I'm sorry, Cam. It's not going to be. It's not as nice and as stable as this beautiful aircraft. Look at that, sitting at a lovely. over 60 FPS. More than enough. Alright, actually saying this though, we do need to get some need to go get our charts for landing. So we are going to LDSP. How do I not remember that? I've said it so many times. SP. We're coming in on the ILS-Z for 05. Here we go. And I also want to get the airport chart. Very small airport here. Okay, so we're currently over Austria. X-Plane 12 runs beautifully now though, Cam. I'm surprised you don't fly it because even in VR it's running at great FPS as well. So I'm very surprised you don't give it a bit more of a go, but I mean, you know, if you're happy and you're comfortable with what you got, then... But you always were an X-Plane lover. Yeah, I plugged it in and tried it. It's easier to set up than Microsoft Flight Simulator, and it runs really nicely. But what I like, it's just nice and easy to set up. X-Plane, no. X-Plane is a smaller developer. You know, Microsoft obviously own Google, so they can use Bing Maps and stuff like that. They have all the licenses. You see, these guys don't. Okay, we're not far from crossing into Slovenia now. X-Plane seems to be the only flight simulator I ever actually finished bloody flights with. Are you descending yet, Count? You must be close to your top of descent now. The scenery is a lot better than it was for default and stuff, though. You know, I must admit, and even now they started doing their own updates, like world updates now. Wait for miles top of descent. Oh, default airports and X-Plane are way better. Way better, I agree. The other thing I like about X-Plane is you don't have to download the whole world either. So basically, when you download X-Plane 12 now, the world is broken up into continents. So if you only fly, say, in Europe, and you never bother to fly anywhere else, you can just download Europe. It's like 3 gigabytes. If, for instance, you know, you want South America, Europe, and Asia, but you don't want any of the other ones, you don't want the Americas and stuff, you don't have to download them. And if you do want them, you just got to turn on the sim and then you just download them afterwards. Like, it's not a big deal, but, you know, the amount of space that Microsoft takes up, it takes up a lot. That's half its issue, I think. They said, yeah, they did say that they've managed to knock down some of the code. Now, what does that mean? I don't know. Apparently, it's still going to be pretty tasty, but it should be a little less than what it is at the moment. That's what I read. Now, that was about a month ago, so I don't know if that's still the same or has anything changed. I don't know. The problem is you'll still have to download the whole world. Right, and my X-Plane 12, between better pushback and stuff that works perfectly every bloody time compared to the Microsoft stuff, you don't need any weather enhancements anymore. Don't need anything like you did in X-Plane 11 to make it look and feel good. No, it can have mechanical errors as well. And let's just make sure everything is going well. So top of descent there. Why did I lose some altitude? Oh, I think we've got some crazy winds going on. And one thing about the Toliss is that you can actually turn on if you want scenarios and faults. No, I actually have it turned off, but you can turn on random faults if you want. So in less than 100 flights, you might get some random ones, etc. The only reason why I don't have them on is because if an engine goes early on, then we land, and then that's the stream done. Visibility is supposed to be 10 kilometers. It's supposed to be good once you finally get down. It's at the waypoint Neves. It's mixed in. We're getting very close to it, actually, aren't we? So we need to go down to 2,800. We'll get that ready, I suppose. We've got about 20 miles. Hey Austin, good evening, how are you? Is there? There's 2 departing. I've only got 2 departures from LDSP at the moment, I can see. There's a very, very, very big plane above us. Hey, Fabian, good evening, how are you? Oh. Throwing things across my desk. Go get yourself one, Jamesy. Gotta get yourself a good one. Can't go wrong with a G920. You'll pay 200 quid for one or 150 quid, but you'll never need another one. I've had mine for like 6 years now. No, Thrustmaster's different. We're waiting on a package. What package are you waiting on? Okay, so we're just coming to our top of descent now any second. We're a couple of miles off. $110.50. Just make sure that these are going to line up. $110.50. Yeah, we're all good. So we've started descent. Logitech, that's the one. Can I say? Because the kids and it requires people to be 21 plus. What the hell are you buying? I'm good. What was your overall opinion on the TCG? And will we see more of it? Yeah, look, it's all right. I think my biggest issue would be, do we get a bit bored soon, quick on it or not? I think the biggest issue is they need to add more kind of different variations of packs and We could if we had some other maybe games or board games or something that they could bring in later on. I mean, there's so many places they could go with it. I mean, it's a good start. It's early access, so you know we have to see how development goes. I don't like to put too much love into a game and then the development just dies within like 3 or 4 months. Now, I don't think that's going to happen. These guys seem to be pretty committed, but we just had so many games that are very similar shop simulators that have just disappeared into the abyss, you know. It does worry me. So any of these kind of small indie developers, when these games come out, they always look good, they always have great premise, great ideas, and then they just abandon it. Ah, the clouds. Yeah, we better put on the icing equipment. Does look like we're going back through the clouds, so... But yeah, so far so good. You're going to see a bit more over the next couple of days. So we'll see... We'll see how you guys go. I'll continue playing it, of course, as long as people watch it. That's how I always do all my kind of games and series. So yeah, you know, as long as you guys watch it, we'll do more. Wasn't really prepared for it because it wasn't supposed to be out until the 25th of September, but they released it bloody early. So it kind of messed me up. I'm a bit behind this week, so it's a little bit annoying, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. We'll have to make it work. What was the... $1011? Yeah, I read about the developer and he's actually based the game on mobile games that they've made before. Yeah, so that's it. It's been out for a while in terms of the mobile side of things. Yeah, we just have to see how it goes, really. I mean, for the price, you wouldn't really complain. If they abandoned it in 3 or 4 months, you know, for a tenner for a game, I don't think people are going to complain too much. It is what it is, you know. But yeah, that's always my kind of biggest worry with these things. But he's got to keep adding enough stuff to keep us interested. You know, it's like if he could add some sort of like board games into the equation, like selling Dungeon and Dragon stuff or something, or Warhammer stuff. I think that'd be pretty cool. I think that'd be a pretty good way to expand on the game and stuff as well. But we'll see. Oh, just vapes, is it? Oh, you only got to be, I don't know if it's 16 or 18 here for vapes. Everyone seems to be on them anyways. Ah, you modified yours. We wish there's a good new pirate style game. Skull and Bones was a massive letdown. I didn't even bother with Skull and Bones. You're better off playing, what is it? What do you call it? Pirate, whatever it is. I can't even remember the name of the game. I haven't played it in a very long time. Could be 18. I think it's 18 here. The G920 is what I've got as well, Jamesy. And I use it for all those simulators. Like I said, it's a good wheel that just works on most games. And if there are any new driving games, it's one of those wheels where they always make sure that it's always working on. Well, it feels like a never-ending stream of cloud, doesn't it? This is like a normal summer's day in Ireland, by the way. Wind and rain and... I think it's hard to police those kind of things. Oh, he's got the G29. Oh, okay. It'll come down to your preference and your budget, if I'm honest with you. The G920 just works on all simulators when it comes to driving. It's one of those wheels that most people use the most, I think. That or the Thrustmaster TMX. It'd be one or the other. There we go. Breaking through some cloud here now. We're already down at 18,000 feet. Hey Nathan, good evening. How long's the flight? We'll be landing now in about 10 minutes. We're descending down. We're probably down about 15,000 feet now. We are descending down. Yeah, but how many people live in America compared to UK? I mean, I'm pretty sure more people live in California than the whole of the United Kingdom. It looks like somebody is landing right at the same time as us, doesn't it? I just had a look now as well. Someone from France. I mean, if he's going straight in, he should beat me because I'm going to do a loop. Yeah, I don't really understand why people like the vaping and stuff so much. Okay, we're now down at 10,000 feet. We'll get if you know how to fly a plane. Ah, it's not too bad. You could learn. Anyone can learn. Okay, so we're at 10,000 feet. So landing lights now onto the on position. We're going to turn the anti-ice back off because we're in a good spot here. I'm going to set the auto brake to low so I don't forget. And I forgot to disarm them anyway, so they're okay. Split traffic 77742 at 10,000 feet, descending down for runway 05 on the Nupsi 1 Zulu arrival. Yeah, bled. Where are we going to? Split is supposed to be absolutely stunning. This is some place that I do want to visit in the real world eventually, some point. Okay, so this is what we're coming in on. We're coming from probably the eyeball. Down at 8,000 feet, all good. Can't see the other plane out the window. He is here somewhere though. He's a couple of thousand feet above us. He's over here somewhere. The other guy hasn't marked his intentions yet, so we'll see what he's up to. Yeah, it's the real world. Okay, couple of checks here then. So, auto brake down to low, set. Spoilers already set. Everything else is set. Lights are set. Everything else is good. Good, good, good. Jesus Christ, the other guy's just dropped like a stone. Hey, QJ YouTube, it's a nice place to visit too. Oh, is it? Yeah, I've always wanted to go. This is why I flew into it tonight. There's somewhere I really want to go. I can't see where he is. I can't see him, but he's somewhere in front of us. He literally just dropped like 10,000 feet in a matter of seconds. He's turning on to finals now. His name is Dylan. He's from France. He's at 5,000 feet. I'm at 4,000. He is underneath me somewhere. Oh crap, I just pressed the wrong button. No, bring my plane.
Speed traffic Alpine 63 X-ray Hotel, passing flight level 050 to approach ILS Zulu runway 05.
Well, there you go, Jamesy. He's just there ahead of us. He should be here next to me somewhere. Oh, I turned off the markers. Still can't see him. He is here somewhere though. Right, everyone's coming back for the exciting bit now, are they? Crash landing. Split traffic 7742 down at 4,000 feet at waypoint Chemics. Number 2 for runway 05. Hey Scott, good evening. Oh, there he is. No. I don't know if you can. I think you can turn it on though, right? I might be wrong. Been working on the route for many hours now. Coming on nicely, just testing one of the industrial routes. I do love the large junction nightmare. You have to show some screenshots. I haven't played trains in ages. I got all my kids from there are plenty because the brake pedal is well known annoyance. Yeah, the brake pedal is annoying, especially if you do racing games. I think it's more annoying. What I do for ETS and the bus simulators is that I use the clutch as the brake because it has a spring. I probably should just buy the mod, but I just use the clutch as the brake and leave the brake redundant. Nathan, you don't have to, but we're on the VATSIM network, which is, yes, it is real people. And so James is behind me. We got another guy here in front of us, all going into the same airport. Now, there's no controllers, so we have to communicate between each other just so we know where we all are. You can see him there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Which way's forward? Not that way. There we go. See, there he is. He's going to go into land now. Oh, fucking hell.
Speed traffic Alpine 63 X-ray Hotel on final runway 05.
There you go. He's on final for 05 now. He looks like he's flying over it, doesn't he? So that's him talking. He's from France. Yeah, but when you're doing bus and ETS, it's better than the actual brake pedal. The brake pedal absolutely shit on them. And we gotta be careful that I don't miss any of my things here. Okay, so let's put approach on. And we'll see if we can watch him land again. He's probably already down now. Jamesy, no, can't hear anything you're saying. Split traffic 77742 established on ILS for runway 05. Now the next thing we need to hear is that he's vacated runway. That's all we're looking for here.
Split traffic 815. Approach approaching waypoint FI05 for runway 05, number 3 for landing. Split traffic. And split traffic, Alpine 6 X-ray, hotel, runway 05, vacated.
Terrain, terrain. 1000. Terrain, terrain. Terrain, terrain. Terrain, terrain. Terrain, terrain. Terrain, terrain. Terrain, terrain. 1000. Terrain, terrain.
Shut up.
Terrain, terrain. Terrain, terrain. Terrain, terrain. Terrain, terrain. Terrain, terrain. Terrain, terrain.
I don't know why my plane wasn't slowing down when I wanted it to, but
Terrain.
don't worry about all these noises. It's just I'm over speeding. Okay, all white. Too high.
Pull up.
500.
Pull up. Pull up.
400.
Sink rate. Too low. Terrain.
We're very fast.
Sink rate.
100 above.
Sink rate.
100.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
Minimum.
Sink rate.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
Split traffic 7742. Jamesy, I didn't quite make the turn off, so I'm just backtracking now. How far out are you?
I'm on a 4-mile final.
Be ready for a go round then. I'll hurry up, I'm hurrying up, I'll hurry up. James is coming in. Split traffic sim 7742 vacated runway.
Split traffic, easy 15 on 2-mile final, from 05, split traffic.
Up now there's nowhere to bloody park. Well, because I oversped coming in, I didn't make the the taxi runoff. Where the frig are we gonna park here? Park next to our new friend. Trying to hurry up because I want to see Jamesy crash land. Oh, there he is. That's no fun. Okay, park and brake on. Get rid of you. That's already cleaned up. We can turn off the engines. We can save the flight on the simulator. What was my landing rate? Considering I came in at 180 knots. I tell you that was a hard landing. Well, that was a hard landing. 500. Not bad considering though. I don't know why the plane wasn't slowed down. I was too busy looking at the other guy ahead of me. That was half the issue. Alright. We'll come off the VATSIM network here quickly. And we can have a look at the ridiculously... Oh. Fast landing. I didn't even put down my wheels until the last second. And then he forgot. And then I had to dive bomb. And then I tried to slow it down. Still within the landing markers, just on the center line. Well, considering the speed, I'm quite happy with that. All about that center line. Look at that. Beautiful. So I tried really, really hard to slow the plane down for this junction. But there we go. Another flight done. How did you... Glenn B Gaming, nice to have you here as well. Jim, hello. Just in time for the landing. Yeah, wasn't the best landing. It was a bit fast. I was too busy concentrating on the other guy. What did Count get? Minus 38. Look at him, the little floater. Of course. But yeah, look guys, thank you all very much for the stream. Enjoyed myself. Nice little flight that. I do like flying an X-plane. I just have such a more comfortable experience nearly. You know, the simulator doesn't cause me any hassle, which is nice. I think we're moving back to Tuesday's flying from next week because everyone keeps messing around, Jamesy mainly. But we'll see where we go with it. I put a poll up for tomorrow's stream, by the way, guys, on the community tab on my YouTube page for either the gas truck simulator to have a look at the junkyard before the release, because I don't stream on Wednesdays, or to have a look at that murder. Well, I say murder. We don't know if the girl's murdered, but the kind of detective game that we played last night. And if either of them wins, I'll do the other one later in the week anyway. So we will finish the story no matter what. Thank you to Count and James for flying along with us. And yeah, hopefully you'll have a good day tomorrow, and good night.